It's not safe. I'm probably already in trouble just for telling you that much.
What? He leans in and lowers his voice.
Please, be careful.
What? I think I'm gonna let it end with just that. You're wrong. In case you haven't noticed, someone is dead and you might have information that can help us figure out who the killer is. I'm not gonna accept some ridiculous answer like, I can't talk about it right now. And Mizaki follows up with, you're the one who wouldn't tell me his name.
But
No excuses. I grab Kisaki by the collar of his shirt and drag him into the side hall. Oh, okay, this is happening now.
Whoa, where are you two going?
Bathroom. I glare at Kisaki and he nods quickly in agreement.
Yeah, just going to the bathroom.
You're going in a pair? I thought only women did that sort of thing.
Hey now, just let us go.
Fine, go ahead. Just don't do anything stupid. I don't have enough handcuffs for everyone.
Warning duly noted. I open the door to the bathroom and Kisaki follows me in timidly.
I'm not allowed.
Not allowed? Someone is dead, Kisaki. Do you not comprehend this? I don't care if you have some embarrassing secret or you made a promise or it's a matter of pride or anything stupid like that. All I care about is figuring out who killed this woman. So stop being so stubborn and just tell me what you know. Are you going to talk or not? Saki stares down at his hands before letting out a long sigh.
Otten Engineering.
Oh, what about them?
They're my current employer.
Well, current.
I work for an agency that specializes in information and investigation. I suppose you could call us private investigators. Sarah Blackmore recently stole some sensitive and important data from Otten Engineering.
Well, well.
We were hired to retrieve it and find out who was buying it from her in the first place. We figured the drop point would be here, so I came here ahead of time to watch the handoff. At first, I thought you were supposed to be her contact, so I didn't want to tell you anything.
Does Detective Gursky know about this?
I think he has a rough idea. Our agency has had dealings with the police before. I don't think he approves of our methods very much, though.
Methods?
Well, we may or may not use techniques branded as unscrupulous, specifically concerning the manner in which we receive certain information from various electronic sources.
Hackers. So you're hackers.
What? No, of course not. Well, I'm not, at least. I'm the footwork guy. I do a lot of the physical investigation, like coming here today.
So when you said that you had a job as an errand boy, this is what you meant?
Pretty much.
Suppose your agency is really in a state of panic right now, huh?
Yeah, we're really scrambling right now. Even though Sarah's dead, we still don't know who she was selling to or where the USB drive holding the information is.
Seems like everyone's after that USB drive. I wonder what she even stole anyway. Must be a pretty big deal for people to want it this badly.
Can I go now?
What?
I really should get back. People might start getting suspicious otherwise.
Sure, you can go.
Thanks.
Wow, what an odd kid. Seems much too polite and awkward for this line of work. And again, I suppose his awkwardness makes him seem less suspicious. I wonder how he even got roped into doing stuff like this in the first place. Doesn't seem like something he'd randomly volunteer for. Still got this in here. May as well report. Or not.
I see.
Hey, can we talk about something for a bit?
Oh, hi, Chance. Sure, what's up?
Well, I don't really know if it's my place to say it, but I think I know who the killer is.
Yeah, you do?
I've been thinking about what happened, you see, and there's something we missed.
There is?
We keep thinking that it has to be someone here, but what if it's none of us?
What do you mean?
Well, even though I got here at 2 o'clock, what if the killer got here before me? He could have been hiding in the bathroom and I'd never know it. There's an exit door in the men's room. He could have used that to escape after he killed that woman.
That's what we were thinking earlier. At the same time, it seems a little far-fetched that the killer is just a random person who hid in the bathroom. What should I say? You sure? It seems a little bit iffy.
So you think that someone here is the killer then?
Oh, no, I mean, I guess so. The only real evidence I can think of is the USB drive. Guess I'm just assuming that whoever took it will be here. Oh. It's nothing. I'm so worn out I'm not even thinking straight.
Would you like another latte? I can brew one for you.
Yes, please.
Coming right up.
Alright then. Okay, she shook that off really quickly. Chance hurries off, and soon I hear the whirring of the coffee machine, but she certainly reacted to the USB drive comment. What is that about? Chance, are you secretly the killer? Please don't be the killer. She returns shortly with the tall cup in her hand.
Here you go. I hope you like it.
Oh? Thank you. Drink deeply, I can feel my muscles relaxing. Sit down in a nearby chair and lean back to enjoy my drink. For some reason, I feel a little unbalanced. Try to sit up, but my muscles don't respond. What? Chance stares at me impassively as I struggle to sit up straight. It's becoming harder to breathe. What?
Pity. I was hoping you'd figure out who the murderer was so that the police wouldn't dig around too much and find out about that.
Uh-oh.
But it looks like you're the one who learned too much in the end.
Oh no. I feel so lightheaded.
Good night,
Chance!
Tiger.
Chance, no! Why? Game over. We have made a mistake. I'm sorry. I agree with you. That's a good idea. You're probably right.
I'm glad you think so. I was worried that it might not make any sense.
Okay. Well. Chance? What the fuck? Goodbye.
Alright.
Kisaki. Alright, so what do you know about auto engineering?
They're the leaders in the industry, but some people claim they steal ideas from other companies. On the flip side, Auden Engineering has claimed repeatedly that other companies steal from them. In fact, they were just about to make a pretty big announcement, but it was suddenly pushed back for some reason.
Because Sarah stole from them and brought it.
Personally, I think they're just a target of criticism because they're the biggest. They may not be perfect, but they're no worse than any other company.
Fair enough. That's all for now. It's Bergstrom. Do you know about auto engineering?
Those 2-bit scientists? They couldn't deduce their way out of a paper bag.
They can't even enter the chess dimension.
Everyone in the industry knows that all they do is manipulate the government to make laws and hand out grants in their favor.
Well,
if they spent
it's a
half
hefty
the time they
accusation.
spend on bribing politicians on doing something useful like research, they'd probably have the cure for cancer by now.
So they're big pharma. I see you're not a fan.
Companies like BioDev Imaging are trying to do some real good, but we have to keep playing games with Auden Engineering just to get a place on the map. It's utterly ridiculous.
That's all I need for now.
Good to know.
So, Chance, what the fuck? Detective Chance just tried to poison me. I've heard mixed reviews about auto engineering.
How so?
Miss Bergstrom claims that they do nothing more than manipulate laws and bribe politicians. She's clearly not impressed by their business practices.
No surprise there. She has a major stake in a rival company, after all. What about the others?
Kisaki says that Auden Engineering has come under fire for stealing from other companies, but they claim they're the ones being stolen from.
Naturally. And what does Chance think about all of this?
She thinks they're a car company. She thinks they're a car company.
Oh.
She also tried to kill me, so maybe she knows more than she's letting on. Yeah. Goodbye. I don't really have more I can tell you.
alright.
What? It's Bergstrom. At the end of the bathroom, I nearly ran into Miss Bergstrom. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Miss Bergstrom shifts uncomfortably and fiddles with her watch for a moment. What are you doing in here, anyways?
Well, I had to use the restroom, and the women's one is off limits, naturally. Don't worry, I'm done.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
I suppose it depends on the question.
I'm just wondering why you decided to work for biodev imaging. It seems like it's really important to you.
When I was younger, my father passed away due to heart failure.
Oh,
It was genetic, and there was nothing we could do to stop it.
could have
I
used a heart
wished there was
transplant.
a way to save him, but there wasn't any viable technology at the time. I work for biodev imaging because we're doing things for people. We're saving lives.
This really means something to you.
If no one else has to go through what I went through, I'll be happy. Hopefully that's a suitable answer for you.
Yeah, I was just curious. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're free from... Exit stage right. You're free from suspicion. Pile of duct tape in the trash can. Goodbye. Or we can tell you? Nope.
Alright.
Chance? Nothing to tell me.
Talk to you later then.
Not quite so eager to talk to you anymore.
Good to know.
Miss Bergstrom is working away on her smartphone, firing off one email after another. She must be pretty serious about her job.
Hey, Detective.
Oh, hey. Disembodied voice is back. It's been a while. I was starting to get worried.
I'm afraid I don't have much more I can offer you. You're on the inside, so you have all the keys. I know you've seen more than the rest of us can see. Try to remember. The last piece of the puzzle is there. Good luck.
Good luck. That's it? Not sure whether or not I should be offended that my mystery friend seems to have ditched me. The truth is that even if I only have a fragment of Sarah's death, it's a lot more than anything else we've got right now. Shut my eyes and focus on the last thought Sarah had. Can't breathe. Can't open my mouth. Something on my face stopping me from breathing. Duct tape? Is it a gag? No, it's actually holding my mouth shut. It's tape. I can smell it. The flower scent at the bathroom is strong, but it smells like duct tape. I twist my hands, but they're also taped together. There's someone here with me. Someone holding me down while I'm struggling. I can feel fingernails digging deep into my skin. Then bends as it digs into me. Twist around and I can feel it snap against my skin. That's it. That's the missing piece. Fingernail. Rush to the bathroom and quickly look into the trash can. Sure enough, there it is. Stuck to the pile of duct tape. The thing that I thought was a bit of red paint is actually a broken fingernail. The smudge next to it must be blood. My proof. I know who the killer is. I need to speak with Detective Gursky. Back into the hallway, but he's nowhere to be found. I can hear his voice. Find Detective Gursky in the main area, taking down everyone's contact information. Detective!
Whoa, hey, I'm just getting everyone's number so we can call you later on.
No need for that, I figured it out.
Really?
Really? All the eyes in the room are suddenly focused on me.
What?
Uh-oh.
You mean you know who the killer is?
You figured it out?
Well, I figured out the major bits, at least.
Well, you're going to need to fill in the gaps before you try to sell this as the absolute truth, but I'm willing to listen. Let's go over what we know, starting with the timeline. You arrived around noon, so you were here before everyone else.
Right.
Of the rest of the people here, who arrived at the coffee shop first?
Chance, obviously. she started her shift. And Chance and Sarah. It's Chance. You came in around 2 to work, right?
Sure did.
Alright, who came in after her?
Bergstrom is last. This is the part that's gonna... Kizaki, right? Even saw Chance cleaning all the espresso machines after she argued with her manager.
That's right. The manager sounded pretty angry with her. He said she messes up like this too often.
Oops.
Alright, and after Kizaki, who came in?
Sarah? Was the victim, Sarah. Chance and Kizaki both saw her come in.
And after that, but sometime before 2:40, Sarah was murdered. Then Miss Bergstrom came in and found you with the body.
Yeah. Then there was all the yelling and accusing that and all that other stuff.
So how was the victim killed?
I want to say she was... There's obviously not a big blood pool, so she wasn't stabbed to death. Fluorescent duct tape. But she coughed up blood. I don't really think they... Oh, I just totally realized this was a thing. So, the victim was stabbed in the chest from the front. She showed the victim suffocating to death. Okay, so it's suffocated. The victim died sometime between 2 and 2:40. The victim's name is Sarah Blackmore. She works for Biodev Imaging. Saki says he comes here often. Chance doesn't recognize him. He probably cut Trum's undercover to some degree, because of his job. Bergstrom also works for Biodev Imaging. Saki looked guilty when asked about Sarah, because he was investigating her. Chance violently attacked a man who insulted her. Her ex. Knife in Sarah's chest from the kitchen here. Huge wad of duct tape in the men's room with a flake of red, brown smudge on it. Sarah has a tan line on her wrist, but no watch in sight. Kizaki has been watching Sarah very closely. Biodev Imaging specializes in artificial organs, but they are currently working on using live cells. Sarah keeps working with companies interested in growing organs from live cells. Industrial espionage going on, which Kizaki is investigating Sarah for. Chance obviously knows about the USBs to some degree. Based on that random bad ending we got. Go with the obvious here. She was suffocated.
With what?
Duct tape. Culprit used it to bind her, as well as seal her mouth and nose. After she died, the killer removed all the duct tape and threw it away in the men's room.
That makes sense. But what about the knife?
It could have been to incriminate Chance, but she did a pretty good job of that herself by poisoning me. Maybe that's just a raw, obscure game over state, and isn't actually relevant to the final answer, but... Someone else put it there.
Why?
I don't know.
Don't you think it's more logical to say the murderer put it there to distract us?
That's That's right, that's what happened.
Are you sure you've got this figured out? So who do you think the true culprit is?
Okay, let's meant to incriminate Chance. Culprit overheard her argument with her manager, so he or she knew the kitchen would be empty. After Sarah died, the culprit removed all the tape, snuck into the kitchen, stole a knife, and stabbed Sarah with it.
So who do you think the true culprit is?
Yeah. Now we accuse. We have so many players here. Kisaki was just investigating. It wasn't him. Miss Bergstrom might have been her just out of the principle of it. And Chance might have been the recipient of the USB. It's Miss Bergstrom.
Are you sure about that?
Well, let's find out if we were right. I feel like that's what the red fingernail is meant to be. As the final clue. And wouldn't have us put the knife there to incriminate Chance if Chance actually did it. Unless she put it there to incriminate herself. As a means, big brain means of getting out of it. Well, let's go down this road, see if we're right. Yes, I'm positive.
What? That makes no sense. Why would I do something like that?
Let's go with this route. Sarah stole from Biodev Imaging and you wanted revenge.
Is that a joke? If Sarah were such a great corporate spy, why would she stick around in a coffee shop 2 blocks away from the place she was supposedly stealing from? Besides, I'm high enough in the company that she'd recognize me right away. If she actually did steal anything from Biodev, she'd run as soon as she saw me. I wouldn't have a chance to restrain her and do all that stuff you said the murderer did.
Do you have any proof that Sarah was stealing information from Biodev?
Well, no, it's just a hunch right now.
If it's just a hunch, then don't go accusing me without any proof.
We'll look into your theory, but maybe it's best if you just sit tight and wait for the police to solve this. And until then, please don't make any more wild accusations like this.
Bad end. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Detective. Seems like your deduction was a little off. Go back to the final scene and try and nab the culprit. We can end this case and start over, or go back to a save game. If you're sure of what you're doing, go ahead and use your second chance. Now, you might want to start over and see if you can gather more clues. End the case. Why not? Let's see what happens if we tell him there's something suspicious. I think there's something suspicious about this death.
There's a dead woman with a knife in her chest. Suspicious goes without saying. But what makes you think this is suspicious?
Just a gut feeling.
I see. Anything else?
No.
Then please wait in the main area.
Alright. Interesting, we can ask Mizaki what his exam's on. What's the exam on?
Huh?
Glance at the papers scattered around the table. They're covered in notes written in Japanese. Japanese?
Yeah, Japanese.
Doesn't sound terribly confident. Huh. Already a bit of doubt. We know what he's really doing here, so doesn't make much difference in the overall case. What if we tell her you are a fool? You are a fool! Making a snap judgment like that without any proof at all is ridiculous.
Making snap judgments is my job, kid. In the real world, not everyone has the luxury of pandering around waiting for things to happen. Unlike you, I don't have mommy and daddy to cover my back if I don't make my own decisions.
Well, you don't work in crime solving, lady. What do you know about the real world?
More than you do, kid.
Really think that? Well, congratulations, you've won the prize for world's biggest moron. Whoa, holy shit. Dude, raise my hand to strike her and she freezes. What the fuck? Before I can bring my hand down, someone grabs it.
That's enough.
Jesus,
What do you think you're doing?
that was excessive.
Oh, detective! This boy was threatening me!
From what I understand, you provoked him.
Oh, he's the one who approached me.
Detective Gursky sighs.
Miss Bergstrom, that's still no excuse.
He turns to me.
As for you, do you have any idea of the situation you're in right now?
Pulls me to the side before I can say anything.
What do you think you're doing?
Sorry, she just...
You're already on thin ice, kid, and that temper isn't doing much to help your case.
What?
You do realize that she's convinced you're the murderer, right?
Yeah, that was a... Wow. Yikes. What happens if we tell you this? He just wanted to tell him if I learned anything from talking with you.
What did you tell him?
Nothing really. It's not like you said you were the killer or anything.
Yeah.
So... Fair enough. Just to ask, for asking's sake, does he have a reason to arrest you?
What? No, of course not. I was just saying.
His face flushes red, as if he's terribly embarrassed to even think about being arrested. Just one of those good kids who always follows the rules and never gets in trouble. Enviable. I doubt she even wants to speak to me after I nearly lost my temper and hit her. That was very shocking, but... Then again, we don't know anything about this guy, so... Whatever she said had to have hit a serious nerve with him. Serious trigger point to even go that far. Hey,
Come to try to beat me up again?
I'm sorry.
What?
Said I'm sorry. Acted out in anger when I shouldn't have. Someone is dead here and I need to know what happened. Won't you please just talk to me?
Why are you even doing this?
I want to prove I'm innocent. And she's alright with that. Fair enough. Well, if I tell you nothing...
I've already given you the benefit of the doubt. Please don't lie to me.
Fine, I heard you say the woman's name is Sarah Blackburn, that she works for Biodiv Imaging.
So, pretty much everything then.
I guess so. Fair enough. Let's approach this with no tact. So did you really throw hot coffee at a guy for insulting your singing voice?
Oh yeah, that was a particularly bad day. That jerk was just flaunting his new girlfriend in my face.
Okay, so the conversation's pretty much similar. But we can go back on this. It's possible that she did it. But even though it's possible, I can't really think of a good reason why she'd do it.
If you can find a motive, then we'll be getting somewhere.
Alright. Go here.
Alright.
Hey, detective.
And the voice in my head is back. Distraction. Using watch. Find the watch. Whoa, what are you doing here? Oh, busted. Nothing.
I tried to give you some leeway, but now you're poking around the crime scene in secret? I'm sorry, kid, but if you can't cooperate, then I don't have much of a choice. I'm taking you into custody.
Busted. Detective Gursky pulls out a pair of handcuffs from his back pocket and snaps them on my wrists.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Busted. So that's a bad end. I had a feeling could happen, but wasn't sure. So, if we say this was just a hunch...
A hunch? You're gonna have to do better than that. Please, don't bring me any more wild theories without some proof to back them up.
Take a deep breath. Fine, I did some research on her. Okay, so say but thou must choice.
I see.
Which means we have more. Alright. You could get arrested if the detective thinks you're obstructing his investigation, you know.
That's none of your business!
Oh, damn. What? Everyone in the cafe is staring at us in surprise after Kizaki's sudden outburst.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lash out like that.
This is all anger
I
round,
really
apparently.
can't talk about Sarah right now. It's not what you think. Please, trust me.
Why can't you talk about Sarah? Interesting that we can ask her who she's emailing. Who are you emailing?
Why do you want to know?
I'm just curious. I'm kind of surprised you're still working at a time like this.
The world doesn't stop spinning just because one person died.
Yikes, that's a cold outlook. Even if it is accurate.
If you must know, I'm emailing some partners in Germany, finishing a draft of a new policy for some of my coworkers, and rearranging my schedule to make up for a meeting I'm missing right now.
You sound busy.
I am. So, if you could leave me alone, I'd really appreciate it.
Also, interestingly, we didn't drag Kizaki into the bathroom this time. Which really only in terms of the mystery served to exonerate him. Right, sorry. Well, she's definitely writing a lot. She clearly isn't paying any attention to anything that's going on here. I suppose Miss Business isn't the one spying on me. Better keep looking. I wonder what prompted that
I
specifically.
hope it helped.
Alright.
Didn't, yeah. Instant Messenger. Who are you chatting with online?
Who? My sister?
Your sister?
Yeah, she and I are really close, so I always go to her for advice. I just needed someone to talk to. It's not weird, is it?
Of course not. It makes sense that you'd want to talk to family when something like this might happen.
Do you have a sister too?
Not exactly.
Not exactly. So are you an only child then?
My sister died 3 years ago.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's not like it was your fault or anything.
If it's not too personal a question, can I ask what happened?
She was shot once in the chest. She died of a collapsed lung before the paramedics arrived.
Did they ever catch the guy who shot her?
No.
I'm sorry.
Just forget I said anything, okay? Goodbye. That's all for now. Alright. Give us anything new with you. Mixed reviews. Goodbye.
Alright.
Ah!
You're here.
I see.
Hey, can we talk about something for a bit?
Ah, yes. So, Chance. We're just gonna go through that without dying. Chance, what the fuck?
Okay.
Nothing new from you.
Cool.
I see.
Hey, detective.
Been through this. Kizaki? Sarah? was suffocated. We could accuse you, just for the hell of it. I think you are actually a cop. What if you accuse Chance?
Are you sure about that?
Why not? Let's accuse. Yeah, it had to be her.
You think I did it?
That's right. The only person who had access to the kitchen was you. You'd made sure your manager was out of the way by forgetting to restock on soy milk. That way you knew no one would catch you in the act.
What about the knife? I thought you already said that knife was put there to frame me.
Yes, but you're the one who put it there. You knew it would look suspicious, especially after the police found the true murder weapon in the men's room. And that once it was found, police would assume that the real killer ran and left you to be framed.
She may have means and opportunity, but what was her motive?
I don't know. We didn't die and get the, USB. No, that was not an accident. Don't know if we're on the right path. I feel like we are, but... For revenge.
Revenge for what? She never did anything to me.
Do you even have any proof that she did this?
If you don't have any proof, then don't accuse me.
Maybe it's better if you just let the police take over from here.
Yeah, I don't know if we've been on the right path. Wait, there's something different about this time. You sure it seems a little bit iffy?
Well, it was just a thought. I guess being a detective is harder than it looks.
Now, did that not proc because we didn't find out from... Kizaki here that...
Cool.
Did we do worse this time
Good to know.
by not actually figuring out that
Talk to you later,
Kizaki,
then.
but Sarah had a USB on her?
Hey, detective.
Yeah, we're... I feel like that's the missing piece. Didn't actually get this time. This makes me think I want to load back into here. My first playthrough. Don't mind this.
Wait, you think I did it? Revenge for what? She never did it.
Do you even have any proof that she did?
Why
So
not?
who do you think the true culprit is? Are you sure about that? So who do you think the true culprit is?
I feel like we don't have the right clues to really make this accusation right now. It's concerning. See, the red nail.
Are you sure about that?
It's said that that's the key, but yes, I'm positive.
What? That makes no sense. Why would I do something like that?
Maybe I just got the motive wrong? See, I bought into her story. That's why I picked top top choice and thought I was wrong when it didn't work. Let's try this. Sarah stole from Art and Engineering for you, but something went wrong with the deal.
You think I'd do something as dirty as hiring a corporate spy?
Glance over at Kizaki, but he doesn't make eye contact. Let's put it this way. I have a testimony that Sarah did, in fact, steal information from Art and Engineering. Considering the situation, I believe that she came here to deliver that information. Oh, right, that's why that was wrong. I'm an idiot. The USB drive that held that information is nowhere to be found, which leads me to believe that whoever she was supposed to meet with did meet up with her. Biodev Imaging is still a new face in the live cell marketplace. I'm sure a little kickstart from the competition's research files couldn't hurt. I'm an idiot. That's literally the reasoning that was in my head earlier today. But I backed out of it when I got that hot coffee bad ending. And fucking Chance poisoned me to death. It makes me still think that Chance might have been the recipient of the USB. Sure, the little kickstart from the competition's research files couldn't hurt. Only person here with ties to Biodev, but that's the thing. If Sarah was stealing for Biodev, then that would make Bergstrom the recipient. Which then, what the fuck was that bad ending? Is that just non-canon, or what? I'm scared. Do you wish to deny asking Sarah to steal information for you?
In case you forgot, I was the last person in. Sarah was already dead by the time I got here.
Yes, but that wasn't your first time here today. You came here before Chance arrived. You come here often enough that you know when her shift starts. So you came before she did, so that she wouldn't see you. You hid in the bathroom to wait for Sarah. When you heard Chance and her manager arguing, you suddenly got the idea to frame Chance. You, the manager, and Chance would both be out of the kitchen, so it was a golden opportunity to plant evidence that only Chance should have access to. You killed Sarah as planned, then removed all the duct tape, planted the knife, and escaped through the door in the men's room.
That sounds like a solid theory, but then why did she bother to come back? Isn't it more incriminating for her to return?
That's what's been bothering me for a long time. I thought about it, and I finally understand why she came back. Is that why you were in the men's room to begin with, looking for your broken nail? Your false nails.
What?
I found one in the bathroom already, stuck to that huge pile of duct tape that she used to kill Sarah. She fought hard when you restrained her, and your nail broke off in the struggle. Unfortunately, you didn't notice until after you had escaped. You replaced it with a new one, but then you noticed that you were bleeding. Police would now have your DNA as proof that you were the murderer. Sarah's line of work and her recent job, they were bound to consider you a suspect at some point in time. You knew you had to get rid of it immediately. You couldn't return through the emergency exit, so you had to take a chance and come in through the front. Unfortunately, when you came back, I had already discovered the body, so you decided to try to frame me instead. Jennifer stands in shock for a few seconds. Sudden burst of energy, she pushes me aside and races for the door.
Wait!
Whoa, Kizaki! Saki races after her and grabs her by the wrist.
Let go of me!
Uh-oh. Oh! She spins around and slaps him in the face. Winces and stumbles back a few steps. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Miss Bergstrom is already heading towards the front door, but Detective Gursky steps in her path.
That's enough.
She skids to a halt and desperately searches the room for another exit. I'm already blocking her passage to the hallway. She sighs and shakes her head resignedly.
I'm such a fool. Running is the biggest proof of guilt, no? I suppose I should have seen this coming. Fine. I confess. It's just as you said.
She pulls up her sleeve and unstraps the watch around her wrist.
This is the USB drive. Everything on it belongs to Art and Engineering.
Detective Gursky takes it from her with a nod. Why'd you even do it in the first place?
That greedy woman came to me today saying that someone else had offered her even more money for the information that I hired her to steal. She said that I'd have to pay a much higher price if I was still interested, and that I should meet her here to make the exchange. People like her are the reason the world is hurting so much. Because of her greed, dying people are being denied the care they need. She got what she deserved.
Damn. How could you say that?
What?
You have no right to decide who deserves to live and who deserves to die. You spoke so fondly of saving lives and doing good in this world, but you were so quick to shed the blood of another. You say that it's for the greater good, but it was really just for yourself, wasn't it?
I just thought that...
Voice trails off. I open my eyes slowly, struggling to maintain my composure. I know you thought you were doing the right thing. But there's nothing in this world that will make the weight of killing someone go away. You're going to spend the rest of your life with that burden, desperately trying to find a way to make the guilt disappear. I'm sorry. Outside the window, a police car with flashing lights pulls up. Detective Gursky pulls out a pair of handcuffs and snaps them gently on Miss Bergstrom's wrists before leading her outside. I sink down into a chair and lean back. I feel so drained. Wish I could just go to sleep and not wake up for at least a year. Oh, hi. Kizaki?
Yeah, well, no. I mean, actually, my name is Naoki.
Oh, Naoki. Huh? You look different.
That's sort of the point. Of a disguise, I mean.
Well, that's a cute touch. A disguise? May have changed its appearance, but doesn't seem to have changed its personality at all. It's like the whole shy guy thing wasn't an act. In fact, he seems even shyer now. Was there something you wanted?
Yes, actually. We need to talk.
About what?
We have a little bit of a problem with this case.
Huh? A problem? What do you mean?
Well, the job I was originally given was to retrieve the USB drive and to find who wanted the information from Art and Engineering in the first place.
Okay, the police have the USB drive now, so it's as good as safe. Miss Bergstrom already confessed to hiring Sarah. What's the problem?
Miss Bergstrom said that Sarah claimed someone else was interested. If this third party really is after the info, we need to know.
Third party is involved. Suppose that would explain why Sarah had an ID for the biodev imaging. Biodev imaging. She was likely hired to steal research from them as well. Still, all this corporate backstabbing doesn't really have anything to do with me. I'd really like to get away from this place as soon as possible. It's all very interesting, but I don't see why you're bothering to tell me any of this.
We think your ability might be useful in figuring out the third party.
Me? I get a glance around the coffee shop. Everyone else is gone already, but I lower my voice anyway. How do you know about that?
You're not the only one with extra abilities, you know.
So you?
I have a perfect memory. I remember everything around me. Sights, sounds, smells, everything. Once I experience it, I remember it forever.
Oh. So earlier when I asked you about what this place sells to see if you really were a regular customer here.
I lied. I've never been to this coffee shop before in my life. I can recite the entire menu for you if you want, though.
That won't be necessary. Suppose I should have been suspicious when you answered so specifically. A customer would say something like $1 or $2 rather than give an exact price.
It's really useful for missions where I have to follow and observe.
Suppose I have you to thank for the voice in my head giving me information about Sarah as well?
Actually, that was my boss.
What? Your boss? So you're the one who was leaking information about me? All that time chatting online, you were just telling your boss what I was up to.
Guilty as charged.
Fair enough, then.
But it really would be a good thing if you could work with us. Would that be okay with you?
I dunno. I'd really rather have as little to do with this as possible. Honestly, I don't know why your boss thinks you need my help anyways.
You've got it all wrong, Detective.
Aki!
Whoa. Hello. At the entrance of the cafe stands a figure stunningly similar to Naoki, well, except for a couple obvious differences. Identical twins? The young girl trails at her side, peering cautiously into the cafe at me. Aki, am I to assume that you're the boss Naoki speaks of?
Guilty as charged.
Well, well. She smirks as she looks at me over, sizing me up.
It would really mean a lot if you agreed to work with us. But just so you're clear, we don't need your help.
But,
You need ours.
but... Fair enough. Alright. Sequel bait directly, then. Fair enough. That was a neat little mystery. Especially... Ooh, epilogue and director's notes. Okay, when I first started planning Jisei, I didn't actually know what medium I wanted to use to tell the story. Considered novels, comic format, even briefly thought of an animation. Then I remembered that I can't animate. That's a mood. I only chose the visual novel format because the truth is that the real detective of Jisei is the player, not the unnamed protagonist. Though he solves many mysteries, he himself is the biggest mystery of all. It's up to the player to glean information from his mind, pick up hints from his actions, discover the truth about who or what he really is. Making a visual novel is tricky business, though. It takes more than a few words or choices to tell the story. Correct. For that I owe 1,000 thanks to everyone who helped bring this world to life. First, artist M. Beatriz Garcia. Every character scene and sketch that you see is from her. Second, composer Mark Conrad Tabula. His music is both haunting and beautiful. Third, the voice talents who gave life to all the characters. Well done on all fronts. And finally, I want to thank you, the player, for stepping forth to solve this mystery. Without you, the detective, this mystery would never be solved. The word Jisei means final moments. I hope that for us, this is only the beginning. Very much so.
Hey, it's me. I'm afraid I couldn't get the USB that you wanted.
Ah!
There was a little bit of complication with the handoff. Some woman from BioDev killed Sarah before I could get to her, and the police confiscated the USB as evidence. Yeah, I know. I do have something that might cheer you up, though. I think I ran into someone you've been looking for.
Well, well. So it looks like we'll be seeing more of Chance. In the future as well. As we, get to know our new investigation gang of Naoki, Aki, and mysterious companion. This one was unlocked from the beginning. Here is the whole cast. Unnamed protagonist. It's hot in here. I like that. Aki, Naoki. Mr. Detective. Chance. And Miss Bergstrom. Whose first name was apparently Jennifer. Didn't know that. And Chance. Being precious before absolutely girl bossing us to death. I'm sorry, that bad ending just completely floored me. Just never expected. Bergstrom. Business is business. I suppose in the end her sin was trying to use underhanded means with good intentions. Like I said, from her story about her origins, I was willing to believe that she had genuinely good intentions for Biodev. I suppose ultimately the key was her perception of art and engineering. And their place in the market getting in the way of everything, of the people trying to actually do good. So if they had information that they wanted to monetize, to use on their end, wanted to hog for themselves, that would make sense why she might turn to something like corporate espionage to get that and put it to good use. Good intentions, bad execution. Detective, you were surprisingly reasonable. Then again, the evidence laying on us, the protagonist as the killer, wasn't exactly insurmountable, so hence him kind of giving us more leeway and not immediately locking us down and slapping cups on us. He's alright. Naoki, hands in hoodie, fiddling with strings, nervous boy. Ah, coffee uniform chance. Fair enough. Naoki sans jacket. And poor Sarah. We saw so little of thee. I suppose pride comes before the fall. I suppose. There is in fact a greater mystery to unfold here. That will come in the next game in the series, Kansei. Until next time, until then, thanks for watching.